Taehyung was driving the car while Jungkook was sitting beside him. Meanwhile, Mi-yeon was silently sitting at the back on the passenger seat. And about Subin, Taehyung had sent him off with Jackson. After driving for 15 minutes, the trio was in the woods. Taehyung stopped the car and hopped off along with Jungkook and Mi-yeon. Mi-yeon slowly walked to Taehyung and hugged the Mafia king, whilst Jungkook turned his face, biting his lips. "Thank you so much, Taehyung, for saving us," she uttered, overwhelmed. She was so scared of dying. Now when she has someone to love. Yeah, okay, Taehyung separated himself. Watching Jungkook, who sat on the car bonnet and lit his cigarette, the brunette was going to put the cancer stick in his mouth but then remembered something. So he sighed and dropped the stick and crushed it under his feet. "We have to wait for a few minutes until Hoseok comes here. He will send you to your husband," Taehyung spoke, leaning on his car. Mi-yeon nodded, doing the same. "Taehyung," she trailed off, and Taehyung hummed, asking her to continue. "How's our son?" she asked cautiously, hesitantly looking at his ex-husband. Taehyung scoffed and replied with his clenching jaw, "My son is doing fine." He glanced at Jungkook, who was now on the call with none other than his son, Taegan. A small smile crept over Taehyung's lips, watching Jungkook talking cutely with his son. What did you name him?" she asked, then regretting immediately. She knows she shouldn't. She doesn't have any right when she left her newborn baby, who was crying for her mother, but then no one knows what she has been through. And even if the time is turned back, she will always make the same decision. She had 2 years ago. Surely, leaving her newborn was wrong. But if she hadn't, she wouldn't have met the most loving husband, and a baby, who is a sign of their love, not some first child. "Taegan," Taehyung replied curtly. And after that, Mi-yeon silenced herself, knowing the other man was not in the mood to talk. A thunderstorm occurred and Taehyung looked up in the sky. Seems like it's gonna rain. After waiting for what seemed like an eternity, Hoseok arrived and took Mi-yeon with her. "Hope you have a happy life ahead," Taehyung said, glancing at Mi-yeon's baby bump. "I wish for you the same," Mi-yeon replied, glancing at Jungkook, passing him a warm smile. "Thank you, and thank you for saving us." She bowed, showing her genuine emotions. When the car drove off, Taehyung went to Jungkook, who was now playing some random game on his phone. Seeing Taehyung coming towards him, he put his phone back in his pocket. "You're done, Hyung? Let's go," the brunette said, standing up and walking towards the car. But before he could, he was held back when Taehyung grabbed his wrist from behind. It was sudden. Taehyung connected their lips. Just then, the rain started pouring, soaking both the males. Taehyung broke the kiss and connected their foreheads. "I really meant what I said before," Taehyung whispered, near Jungkook's lips, placing both his hands on the petite male's waist. Jungkook looked up, realizing what was about to come. "Is this real? Is it really happening?" And a tear escaped from his eye, which was immediately wiped out by the Mafia. "You're my love, Jungkook. One and only," the Mafia king whispered, his voice dying out at the end. "This was not how I wanted you to find out. But I also don't want to take it back now I have said it." Taehyung chuckled nervously. "I really love you, Jungkook. I don't know since when, but I do. You are my first love, baby," he whispered, running soothing circles on the brunette's waist. "You are the prettiest person I have ever seen," the Mafia spoke in hushed voice, mesmerized by Jungkook's face, which was decorated with water droplets. "You made me feel what love is, Jungkook. I can't stop smiling when I look at your pretty face. I can't stop thinking about you. I want to see your face every day. When I woke up and when I go to sleep, I want to wake up next to you every morning. My heart aches to be with you, my love." Jungkook's heart was beating crazily, while his eyes were shedding silent tears, and Taehyung could easily recognize them even in the rain. "Why are you crying?" Taehyung whispered, wiping Jungkook's tears. Jungkook wiped his eyes with his fist, and leaned forward until his lips touched Taehyung's. Cupping his face, he gently pecked Taehyung's lips. I love Jungkook. You don't have to say. Shut up. I said I love you since long time, and I'm crying because I wanted to propose you, Jungkook said, pouting, and again sobbing like a child. Taehyung wondered if Jungkook was on periods. I do, but you can still propose me, baby. It was just a confession anyways, Taehyung cooed, cupping Jungkook's red cheeks and relaxing that other actually feels the same. You're right, Jungkook replied with an innocent baby face. You don't know when you will fall in love, but once you fall in love, you can't do anything about it. You have to listen to your heart and have to tell that person whom you love. Taehyung stared at Jungkook lovingly, then kissed his forehead. Okay, I guess if we're done with the confession, we should head back. It's raining hard and I don't want you to get sick. Also, Gen might be waiting for us, Taehyung said, grabbing Jungkook's hand, who didn't move. Taehyung looked at Jungkook, who was looking down, biting his lips. It seemed like he was debating something. What happened, Kook? Taehyung asked, the nickname slipping off his lips, which he actually liked. Well, it's just starting. He wants to call Jungkook by pretty names, but I guess he will settle with Koo or Kook for now. I wanted to tell you something. I don't know if it's the right time or not, but Jungkook started rambling as he was panicking. Taehyung cupped Jungkook's cheeks and kissed his forehead. It's alright, love. Calm down. This sentence made Jungkook's heart swell with love. Jungkook gulped and grabbed Taehyung's hand and placed it on his tummy and looked at Taehyung, who was confused. Jungkook, what are you? Are you having tummy ache or? Jungkook closed his eyes, afraid of Taehyung's reaction. Taehyung widened his eyes when he realized something. He looked at Jungkook and then back at his stomach. Don't tell me, Taehyung gasped, retreating his hand just to put it on his mouth. Jungkook, you're pregnant? Jungkook opened his eyes and hesitantly nodded. A hearty laugh left Taehyung's lips. He had tears in his eyes. He suddenly hugged Jungkook, nuzzling his face in the crook of his neck. Today is such a beautiful day. I'm so happy, Jungkook, Taehyung whispered, their bodies pressed against each other. Jungkook wiped his blurry eyes and hugged Taehyung, the heavy rain turning into small fine drops, soaking the lovers who were snuggled up in each other's embrace. The rain is a symbol of cleansing and a new beginning. And with rain comes a new life, a new beginning. New hope begins in Taekook's life. Hope for a happy ending.